Okay, welcome back. We're Happy Chapper, and this is Devil in the Mirror. And what I mean by that is how we have that separation in life. We have that spiritual side that we can't see. And then we have the physical side that we instantly see, like the body. And everything that the body is carried with is normally the ego. We have that choice to use the ego or have our faith. Have our faith that God will direct us in the right way, or we choose our ego to make them decisions ourselves and grasp for what we think's best for us. So, what's a mirror for? It's for having to look at yourself, to look at that reflection, which is always opposite of what you're looking at. So, we have a mirror, and it's to look at ourselves. First off, it just sounds so vain that we can't be happy with ourselves in whatever way we are. Then, if we use the mirror, it's always to fix our hair, have a shave, or make ourselves look some way better, or try to at least. So, if you think of the body and mirrors, the devil, in a way, it's saying that you have to understand that as much as you enjoy this world and see all these physical objects that is in it, and that is here for you to enjoy that experience, to understand it's also the dark side of the world. It's the devil's side, the physical side. What got me thinking like this was someone said to me that if you put a mirror facing the front of your house, then the evil forces within others won't enter your house because they will see their image and it'll be reflected, so they'll turn. It made so much sense. And in that, when you see it on a wider perspective, well, yes, they see the devil within them, they see that darkness of the body that shades the ground when the light's out, even. You are the darkness, but you are also the light. And you can be one and the same by being the light in the darkness and not being vain when you look into the mirror. So if you were trying to look like someone or gain something because you've seen someone else, then and it'd be more vain. Now if you're just being clean and for example a man having a shave where the stubble has become too dirty looking, for example, or a woman where, like, I've got nothing against women putting on makeup. I just think women look beautiful without their makeup. They've got that natural beauty. But I can understand where we all have some kind of connection, character, we want to spruce up. So if a woman's putting on her makeup or whatever, I can understand that too. But if you're going to extremes where you're trying to be like someone and looking at them like someone famous and trying to be the same kind of a character to look like them, well then you're being vain. You're overusing the mirror instead of just reflecting on it and seeing the beauty for who you are. And obviously there could be a hair or something out of place, but that is what it is. We put it back to wherever we decide or whatever it is with you, I don't know. But obviously we have that mirror in there for a reason, as everything is. But in the physical plane, if we look at it, it's the devil in the mirror, as everything's reflected on the opposite side. So your left would be your right, and your right would be your left. And it's the same with technology when we're looking through the camera. So you have to see that it is everything on the physical level is the darker side of us. It's where we get our wants and that needs that we believe that we have and chase. But yet we have that brighter side to enjoy not chasing, but yet enjoy the part of chasing and receiving and giving. You've got to give. Because what we do is we chase and want and want and chase and want. But when you give, you get all that. And I think the mirror of the devil in the mirror takes us away from that. It makes us want. And you see, you can have want for things and let them go. But if you keep wanting and wanting and wanting, then you're stuck in a cycle of wanting. And you can never let go. And that's the way you'll live your life. You'll be wanting for things because you're stuck in that cycle. But if you can balance it out and you have a want, you see it, you believe it by having faith, instead of looking for it with your ego, and then you let it go, and faith will bring it to you in time if you believe it. Then when you finish with your wants and you see other people that's got wants and you can fill them wants in some way or another, then you give and you share. So be aware. The devil in the mirror. It's in you, it's in me, it's in us all. And it's about being aware and balancing that out. To understand that not all them wants that we see in ourselves is a true reflection. There's going to be a true reflection of how others see us, how God sees us. And it's not something that we should be so overly concerned about, because it takes us away from the rest of our life, that happier side of our life. We get trapped into that darkness of wanting to be like this or look like a certain way, that in some cases we put ourselves in danger. We use plastic surgery and that. I'm not saying it for people just doing it for the sake of insecurities, for example. Well, them insecurities can be fixed by fixing up here without damaging the body to fix that. Now, there may be it all depends on the person and the reasoning, but obviously it's something to look at to understand that darkness, and that we need to balance it out with some light, and to realize that you are all beautiful in your own way, that we don't need to chase after that beauty by looking at the devil in the mirror. This is Happy Chappy, and love and peace to you all.